The debate between Senator Kelly Loeffler and Reverend Raphael Warnock showed the stark difference between Republicans and Democrats in this election.
You can see what's at stake. There are two visions for our country. Mine, the American dream. My opponent, socialism. Chuck Schumer said it best. Now we take Georgia, then we change America.
There are those who are engaged in the politics of division. They have no vision, and so they engage in division. Health care is on the ballot. Workers are on the ballot. Voting rights is on the ballot.
Loeffler repeatedly called her opponent radical liberal Raphael Warnock and hammered him for past statements.
He has called on Americans to repent for their worship of whiteness. He's celebrated Jeremiah Wright, anti-Semite. He's actually called Israel an apartheid state.
Warnock said he cared about ordinary people and attacked Loeffler for being out of touch, going after her voting record.
I want to point out that Kelly Loeffler actually voted to defund the police. She voted against the COPS program. She was one of only 10 United States senators who did.
I've never voted to defund the police.
One of their many key differences was over abortion.
I'm not going to be lectured by someone that uses the Bible to justify abortion.
I have a profound reverence for life, and I happen to think that a patient's room is too small a place for a woman, her doctor, and the U.S. government.
And when asked whether he favored packing the Supreme Court, Warnock said,
"I'm really not focused on it."
He would pack the Supreme Court.
In the other Senate race, Democratic challenger John Ossoff debated an empty podium Sunday, hammering Senator David Perdue as arrogant for skipping their debate. A recent poll shows Ossoff essentially tied with Perdue and Loeffler barely leading Warnock. Over the weekend, President Trump rallied for the Georgia Republican Senate candidates and called on the state's Republican Governor Brian Kemp to order a special session over what many Republicans believe was election fraud.
Your governor could stop it very easily if he knew what the hell he was doing. He could stop it very easily.
Sunday night, Kemp released a statement declaring that holding a special session in order to select a separate slate of presidential electors is not an option that is allowed under state or federal law. But constitutional expert Alan Dershowitz said Sunday the Supreme Court may be asked to decide whether state legislators can choose electoral college voters after the presidential election. And he says the Constitution gives state lawmakers that power. The president's legal challenges will now have to continue temporarily without Rudy Giuliani after he tested positive for COVID-19. Meanwhile, Trump's legal team is celebrating a judge's order in Michigan, allowing them to probe nearly 24 Dominion voting machines in Antrim County for signs of election fraud. Dale Hurd, CBN News.